Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm sitting here in front of my window, and the sun's actually shining right in here, getting ready to have a beautiful sunset, I think. We had a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. But this is Julie White from Mansfield, Pennsylvania, Pro 7 with Life Vantage. And I'm super excited that you guys have all gotten on here tonight. And we have a great, great guest who is a very good friend of mine. So I'm going to introduce him, and his name is Michael Huey, and that's Huey with an H. And I have a way of pronouncing it wrong sometimes, but anyway, it's been a standing joke. But let me just tell you a little bit about Mike because he's incredible. He's an incredible leader. He's a Pro 7 in Life Vantage. He has a tremendous background as a nutritionist, a personal trainer, a health coach. He's very involved in personal growth and development, and he's a servant leader. He has a beautiful wife, Lisa, who is super sweet, and they're a great team. And he's also one of the teachers for our LVAs that are every month. And so I'm just thrilled to introduce him to you. He's from Florida. And so I'm going to turn the time over to him. He's going to share for a bit just some things that he thinks would be helpful for us. He's been involved in a lot of different things. So anyway, I'm going to turn the time over to him, and then at the end, we'll have a little time for Q&A. All right. So Mike, the time is yours.
Julie, how are you?
Hey, I'm great, and it's so good to see you, and thanks so much for taking time out of your super busy schedule. I love the fact that you told me just how hard you're working, and that's so exciting.
Yeah, it's in a season for us of where I wanted to. It's always good to talk to a lot of people. I know I think you muted most people, so they'll probably mute as they come on. But there's a season. I don't know why that's doing that. Did we mute everybody?
I did. Let me just double check here. It looks like everybody's muted.
That's weird. Okay. Okay, because I don't have anything else going on, and so it's just kind of weird it's echoing like that. But one of the things that you heard, you muted yourself. That was you, Julie. It sounds better now. You guys, Julie and I have like the best relationship I think of any of our friends in Life Vantage. Like we can joke with each other. I'm very good friends with her husband, Jerry, and her kids. And you know, it's always a privilege to be able to do these. Guys, let me tell you that, and I want to show you, I'll share my screen with you guys here in a second because there's some things I want to show you. I've had more fun with Life Vantage this year in 2019 than I've ever had. And I'll just tell you guys why. And I'll show you an article that you will not be able to find online because the New York Times does not post their stuff online because they want you to buy their publication. And I know that the best way to get information is online, but if you have the only newspaper that people have to buy, and it's still a very popular publication, people are going to buy it. And so I wanted to share that with you. I'm going to take you guys to it real quick here. And I want to kind of show you guys what this article says because it's very prominent. And I'll share this with you. I'm actually going to share something with you guys in the chat box of one of my good friends, Jason Kokinzi, did a teaching with my team on social media. Jason has enrolled 27 platinum packs this year from social media and never done network marketing, never done sales on internet, nothing. He was a pastor, just like my enroller, Daniel Bernard was. And I've partnered with Jason in Building Depth, which we have another event coming in September. And I would tell you guys, look, one of the things that's helped Lisa and I grow our business again like it did back when we first started, and even better, is that we've got back to what we used in the very beginning, the very simple tools. And I'm going to go over those here in a minute. I'll go back to that with you guys. But I wanted you guys to read and hear this article today because I think it's important that you guys kind of understand where you are in Life Vantage and that the time frame of that you're not too late, you're still early. No one knows about Life Vantage, and the significance, what it's going to be like in the next 3 to 5 years, and why, to me, quitting is never an option. Right? I have my coaching business here, Julie. I'm the founder of Hefluence, which is a men's health, wellness, and relationship and wealth coaching business. And if you're a man and you are struggling in those areas, I'm your guy. So if you're a woman, I know somebody else on this call that's really good at helping women come through their purpose too, and that's Julie. She's good at helping anybody, but she can even give me a couple pointers too. So I wanted to read this article to you guys. It said the U.S. nutritional supplement industry explodes, stock opportunity ahead. Now guys, just listen to some of these points. The growing awareness, this is coming from a nutritionist, important that functional foods and nutrients have on the optimal health is leading the rapid growth in the U.S. dietary supplement industry. Now think about this. For your proof of the expanding supplement market, look no further than the LifeVantage Corporation. That's all of you on this call, just so you know, okay? It says the company develops and distributes scientifically validated nutraceutical dietary supplements and skincare products. And I'll show you why, we're only categorized as a supplement because we're not a drug. And so what I want you guys to see as we go through this, as we get closer to the end of this, that you're going to see we have created that blue ocean. If you've never read the book, Blue Ocean Experience, read it, because you will know that part of creating a blue ocean experience is you have all these supplement companies, right? And look at what they're telling you right here on the New York Times. There's companies creating these blue oceans. And just read what this says. It says the company's shares rocketed 272% between February 18th and February 2019. If they went back further, it's close to 400%, you guys. They went back 2 more months, okay? So it said it's now estimated that the domestic supplement market will grow from 40 billion to 60 billion during the next 5 years. Now, here's the kicker that I want you guys to listen about, okay? It says the supplement trend is driven by the fact that 3 out of every 4 humans, 76%, report using dietary supplements. Okay, now listen, okay? This is important. That's up nearly 19% from a decade ago, according to the Council of Nutrition, Responsible Nutrition. But here's the last paragraph that makes this so significant, okay? It says, what that growth forecast neglected to factor in is the advent of a new field called nutrigenomics. Have you all heard that word before? Right? We are at the forefront of what? Nutrigenomics. It's why people don't understand this, because it's a new category. Why they don't understand, we're not saying we treat, prevent, cure. Guys, if you guys haven't watched the new video on compliance, why do you think we have such high priority in our compliance? It's because of this statement right here. It's the study of DNA as a way of identifying nutritional deficiencies. I've been offered 5 times this year already to make my own supplements. But at what cost? I could never compete with that. I could never create a blue ocean. It's why every influencer is trying to create their own supplements. And it's a small time because Amazon takes over everything, but they can't take us over, guys. And so I wanted to share that with you, because if that doesn't excite you, I don't know what does, okay? And so I want to go back to just a couple things. This is my tear-off sheet that I follow, but you guys, honey, can you bring me my card? My computer's about to go dead really quick. Hold on, you guys, 1 second, Julie. Yeah, I got like 3 minutes. 30 seconds. Sorry, guys, I apologize. I thought I had this plugged in and I didn't. So forgive me. Lisa's plugging it in right now. So, guys, this is the real simple truth of
Okay, I think we lost Mike, but I'm sure he'll be right back. Let's see. Okay, he's saying that he's getting back on. His laptop died. He must not have remembered the cord quite in time. So just hold on and he will be right back. Sorry about this. It's just going to be a moment and he'll be back. In the meantime, I'm excited to see everyone in Kansas City. And if you have not registered yet, the registration price right now is till July 16th is $169. So you want to get registered for our 10-year anniversary. Okay, Michael is back. Let me see here because I can't.
I'm here. I'm so sorry. I apologize. That never happens. I don't know how that happened, but it just happened, and I apologize. I know because the devil just doesn't want you guys to hear my good message today. I'm for real. So back to where I was, guys, and I'm so sorry. I know Julie was probably in the middle of something, but I apologize. So, guys, the system of LifeVantage has never changed. Okay, and we used a tear-off sheet when my enroller and I made Pro 6 in my first 18 months. My enroller made Pro 7 in his first month. And this is all I did as I used a tear-off sheet. And I never understood, my wife and I never understood why we got away from it. And now since doing that, we've enrolled 12 brand new distributors and created a Pro 3 personally enrolled every month this year in 2019. You tell me if that was you and your business, wouldn't that be okay? Julie can tell you because we've talked about it. The key to building this business is creating Pro 3s, right? Consistently, guys. And that's what you should always be striving to do. It never changed. 15 or more presentations a month. And every single one of those pads has 30 pads, right? And I use them month after month after month. I even use them. I even have it downloaded on my my computer, which you guys just saw me going through. And you can do the presentation in 15 to 20 minutes, guys. 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm going to show you a little piece because I'm talking on Julie's team call that I used with the prospect of a friend of Julie's that's been a customer for, I don't know, I can't remember. Julie, maybe you can unmute yourself and tell me, how long has your friend that lives here locally been a customer with LifeVantage?
Oh, my goodness. It's been several years. I think about probably 6 years.
Yeah, I think I remember now that you told me that. She'd been married. She'd been a customer for 6 years. But I'll show you guys something that you guys can all use as a purpose of when you're doing a three-way phone call for somebody like I did for Julie, and how you can get a person to understand what they have their hands on, okay? And so this 15 presentations a month or more. You tell your story, the company's story, and how you get paid. It's simple. And then you can lead them into a three-way phone call. Guys, it's all about relationships. If you're building a relationship with somebody and they're ready to watch the video right with you, do it. If they're not, if you can do a presentation with them, the consistency of how your message comes across, that you're making it about them and not about yourself, you're going to have a lot of traction and a lot of action. Just remember, this is a people business, right? You're constantly building relationship with people, right? And if you're doing that and you tell this story, you will be successful. People want to know, is it real and can they do it? And if you use the same system every single time, it works. My wife, who's never enrolled a distributor in her life until she started using this very tear-off sheet. And now she's enrolling people like crazy. Guys, My wife is practicing on people. If somebody tells you they're not interested, just say, okay, can I practice on you? When you practice on people, my wife, this is so awesome. My wife has a $500 PV customer that is a Mary Kay distributor that she just practiced on. Now, can you guys imagine if she would have just said to Jeannie, hey, I know you're not interested. Thanks for at least listening. She said, no, Jeannie, do you care if I practice on you and you give me some tips since you've been in the industry for 15 years and drive a pink Cadillac? She said, sure, Lisa, I'll listen. Then she started signing herself. She signed herself up on a Vitality Stack. Then she signed her mom up, her dad up. I mean, this is how business is run, guys. If you're in the people business, if you're not practicing, you're never going to be good at presenting. You have to be practicing with people. When people tell you they're not interested, you just say, well, hey, can I practice on you? I need more practice. And guys, you all know this, but you should always attend all the events. And let me explain something to you. I did this in Cleveland. I just taught Life Vantage Academy last month in Cleveland. And they have a Pro 8 and a couple Pro 7s there. And they have an Amish community that's excelling. How excited do you think the Amish community was about using a tear-off sheet? When they can't use, they use a napkin to do their presentations with, okay? I took 3 stacks of these, and I gave out 30 of them to 30 different Amish people. You know why? They all waited afterwards to come up and get one from him because they said, we're going to be regular visitors to lvcoaching.com and to Kinko's, right? Because they said, this is simple. Now I have a simple, precise message. People can take notes and they can have something to take with them. Somebody will always listen to you again if you have notes to give people to take with them, okay? I don't think, somebody said they're having a hard time hearing me. Julia, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I got 5 bar because I got my Ethernet, so I should have 5 bars. So I think we're good. So you guys obviously heard Julie talk about I'll let you guys know this. We will not be having 3 events a year starting next year in 2020. Okay, you guys will find more about that in Kansas City. That's why it's great when Julie came on. She was telling everybody how she was excited about. You're going to have normal, regular events for that. And you guys know what? That's why I love Life Vantage Academy. That's why I love that Julie and I had the opportunity. I flew up to Pennsylvania and then went to her house and we did a training at her house. You guys should constantly be doing these trainings at your house. We're going to start my team, and you guys are more than welcome to join. We're going to do probably not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, we're going to do a training. We're going to do a Saturday shortened, condensed version of LVA because a lot of people aren't getting it. They don't have the availability to get there. But I'll just tell you what's made my wife and I's business soar is personal development, okay? Personal development, we use lvcoaching.com. I'll just tell you guys to try it. You get a 14-day free trial, and I'll just tell you this. I've spent over $50,000 on personal development, and now I spend $30 a month. And it's part of my 90-day challenge. I'm on day 7. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm on day 7 of my 90-day challenge, my health, wealth, and relationship challenge. I'm spending 30 minutes a day of quality time to an hour with my wife. I'm drinking a gallon of water. My diet is on point. I'm into having no sugar, no alcohol, no bread. I mean, I'm like perfect on my diet, right? I drink a gallon of water. All of these things are all intentional things, which is exactly what our system is about, you guys. Always do what Marcel said to me from day 1. Always do what you say you're going to do, especially when you don't want to, even when you don't feel like it. Okay? If you say you're going to do 15 presentations a month, then do it. Do 15 presentations a month. Guys, I have 3 books now. I have a book of my coaching business, a book of selling tickets to my live event, and a book with every single Life Vantage prospect I have in there. And what I do is I take this book and I leave 4 spaces for me to write notes in. Guys, I'm a Pro 7 and I added 150 names to my book this month. 150 names. I told Julie, I am in all-out massive action for the next 90 days. You guys will see me in Kansas City when I'm not in a session, and I'm totally focused when I'm in a session, but when I'm out and I have time, I'm connecting with people. I'm connecting with my Uber driver who told me he's creating an app that I need for my coaching business, but he's looking for a way to make more money, right? Anytime you're on an airplane, you guys are all, probably some of you are going to fly to Kansas City. You should always be connecting and building relationships with people. You don't have to try to say, hey, I partnered with a company. No, just build relationships, guys. I have dinner 2 weeks from Friday, after the weekend before Elite Academy, with a couple that was sitting beside me on the airplane, and I built a relationship, and they said, Mike, we've never experienced anything from the kindness and the gentleness that you poured into us. And they've been together for 5 years, and I think she was getting tired of him not wanting to get married, and he texted me and said, bro, I bought a ring, and I'm asking her to marry me this weekend. This was last weekend. So they're getting engaged this weekend. They've been together for 5 years. Because I built a relationship with them. I encouraged them, and then they said, hey, we want to have dinner with you and Lisa and know about what you're doing with this biohacking thing. So most of you are not building relationships. You can never run out of people to talk to. Look at this. Always stay in control of your business. How many of you are actually staying in control of your business? Like, you know when you're going to follow up. You know when you're going to expose. Guys, you should, no matter what you do, you should have 30 minutes of new exposures and 30 minutes of follow-up every single day. Write that down. 30 minutes of new exposure, 30 minutes of follow-up. That follow-up may be just you building a relationship with somebody, you nurturing a relationship. I'll give you a prime example. Now, this has been 3 months ago, and I don't believe in coincidence. For those of you that know me, my faith is strong, just like Julie's. I sat down on an airplane, and a young girl sat down beside me, and she works for Compassion International. Okay? Those of you that don't know who Compassion, it's a faith-based ministry where you can adopt a child, and you pay a certain amount of money each month to support them in the country they live in. I've been supporting a young girl since she was 3. She's now 18, which means I need a new child. And plops down Susie right beside me that says, oh my God, I'll get you a new child. And we wanted one in a country where my wife's family's from. So she's getting us that child. And then you know what she said to me? Michael, do you know any way that I can make some extra money while working from home as a single mom? I was like, of course I do. And so this Thursday, I nurtured the relationship. And this is where I'm going to share a piece about a conversation that I had with one of Julie's prospects, one of Julie's friends who's been a longtime customer. And you guys should always be doing this when you're doing 3-way phone calls. You should always be doing this. You want to make it about them. So she'd been a customer for a long time, and then I'll get back to Susie because they both relate. I said, and Julie, remind me of what that young lady's name is that was your customer. She lives here locally.
Yeah, I'd rather not give out her name right now.
Okay. Okay. Are you okay with me sharing what we talked about then? Or no?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So she's a customer and been a customer for a long time, looks here, very successful in what she does in her business. And I asked her 3 questions. I said, what are your 3 objections? Okay. What are your 3 objections, and what 3 answers could I answer for you that you may have not got answered? And she said, I have 3. I took a pencil and a piece of paper and I wrote down the 3 things that she talked about. She said one of them, I forget what they were, but one of them was price. Okay. And I said, you know what, Lady X, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but here's what I found out. Feel, felt, found, right? I said, what product are you most concerned about from a price standpoint? And she said, the hair care, right? And I said, how much do you spend on yours? And she said, $30. I said, well, ours lasts me 3 months, and that's about $30. But here, tell me what you're taking. I said, go to an app called Think Dirty and put yours in. And because when I was texting with her after that, I don't think she liked it that I gave her that website because she didn't like what she was using, okay? And now Julie has nurtured that relationship, and there's a possibility that that person wants to become a distributor at one time. Why? Because she deserves to become a distributor. She just doesn't, she needed to hear some perspectives, and she had some questions that had not been asked. If you continue to nurture people along through this process, the next 3 to 5 years, you're going to have tons of people that you've exposed this to that told you no, that will tell you yes. And so, I'll finish with this. This is what Susie said with me. She said, Michael, if I want to ever build a business, will it mess me up to do a network marketing business? And I said, what makes you say that? So I asked her, and she told me. And I said, you know what? Almost every person feels the way you felt, but here's what they found out. And she's like, okay, when can we talk about it? So I matched her up with Jennings Waterhouse, who's a Pro 7, who's a mother, who has this, 3 kids, just like Susie does. And now we're going to do a 3-way call Thursday night after my board meeting at church. So here's the last piece of this thing. Promote, repeat until it's done. Guys, how many Pro 7s, Pro 8s, 9s, and 10s that you know who never finished the race? Many. Why? Because they didn't promote and repeat until it was done. You've just been shown by that article in the New York Times that we got something no one else has. There's only one company. If you look at that other company, they don't have what we have, and they're not in network marketing. They're in a research and development company, right? So they don't have the science and the backing and the patents and anything that we have. That's why we've created that blue ocean. So just remember, 15 presentations or more, at $10 events traded as priority. Always do what you say you're going to do. Always stay in control of your business. That means treating it like a business. Lead by example. Don't pass the torch. Let your distributors take it from you. LV coaching makes it easy. My teams that are growing in Atlanta are using all of this system right here. I created massive movement in Atlanta with a bunch of new people that are crushing it. 2 new Pro 2s, 2 new Pro 3s, and a new Pro 4. Okay? So promote, repeat until it's done, and follow the system for the next 2 to 5 years. Julie, I hope that helped a little bit. I know I was a little bit excited because this stuff creates momentum and it creates excitement. And Julie can tell you the number one goal as an elite distributor is to teach duplication and create excitement and move people to take action. And so hopefully I've done that today. I know you like to take people some questions. If they have questions, I'm more than welcome to answer them. But I hope that was good because it felt really good.
That was great. That was great. Thank you so much, Michael. Yeah, I love your enthusiasm and great information. That was awesome. I need to learn a little bit more about the LV coaching. I know that's been changing all the time because they keep adding to it, don't they? Oh, you're muted.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, and here's what's really cool about that, Julie, is that you can do a 14-day trial. Just go on your computer to lvcoaching.com and you can do a 14-day trial. Amway uses it, Nu Skin uses it. This has just been tailored for us. And it's so simple. If you want someone to, Julie, I think you have to mute when I'm talking, I think, because that's where the background feed is. I don't know why it's like that. But so the real big thing with it is that when you start a new distributor, they can learn everything they need to learn right through the 14-day challenge on LV coaching. My wife can tell you that every one of our distributors that went through it has had super success, feels super. Rye Fry is a freaking genius. That guy is one of the pioneers that's going to take this company to $1 billion company. That guy is so smart. My team was just with him in Atlanta. and learn from him. But yeah, go to lvcoaching.com and do the 14-day trial. It's free for 14 days, and it'll be worth everything you have. Guys, the video of Tyler Daniels teaching people what package to buy and why is worth gold. It's worth gold. When you send it to people, for them to decide what package to buy, it will tell you how long they've watched the video, so they can't tell you they've watched it if they haven't watched it. And all of that stuff. You guys, the top 3 earners in the company are all creating that website. Blue, Tyler, and Marcel, and all of the elites that are in Building Depth and Rye-Fry have all poured into making this the best one stop. Guys, we've had 17 new elites in the last 2 events. Amy Holmwood was just on LifeVantage yesterday in Thailand teaching the tear-off sheet to all the people in Thailand, in Thai. So it's all the stuff you need is there, guys. I'll mute myself, Julie, sorry.
How much does it cost after the 14 days?
It costs, it's less than $1 a day. It's like 90 cents a day or something.
Okay.
$31 or something.
And people are asking here about how to get the tear-off sheet.
It's all right there on LV Coaching. It's all right there. If you go to lvcoaching.com, it's all right there. Or you can go to lvcoaching/store. And you know what's really cool about these, Julie, is I fold these up in my pocket and I take them with me. And it's really funny. I remember back when I first got started, I heard Mark Shinsato and Seth Mulder say all as they did was fold tear-off sheets up and put them in their pocket. And when they have a chance or an opportunity to talk to somebody about it, they just pull it out and they give it to the person and let the person start writing. I download the tear-off sheet onto my cell phone so that I have it and I can look at it. I have it right here on my iPad beside me, and I have it on my cell phone.
Okay, great. Someone else is asking about the date of that newspaper article you showed at the outset.
I don't know the date on it. It was sent to me by somebody else. You will not be able to find it online. You will not. The New York Times does not post their stuff online. You will not be able to find it online. We looked for a month. You won't be able to find it.
Okay, and someone
is to order the paper.
Nobody's been able to find to order it. You're just going to have to take what everybody's been using online. That's how the New York Times does their stuff, guys. It's not. All I can tell you is if you want the article, use the article. It's right from the New York Times. They will not publish their stuff online. I had a brand new distributor tell me that you will not find the publication. So I got it. It was given to me by Patty Palka, and she doesn't know who gave it to her. So whoever took it took a photo shot of it, and you can see that it's got the other company's stuff on there and the page of where it comes from. But you will not find it anywhere online. If you want it, I'll give it to you.
Okay, and could you explain? Someone's asking about the Think Dirty app.
Yeah, the Think Dirty app is. I'll show it to you guys what it looks, what it is. Yeah, and you can go to Think Dirty. You can go to Think Dirty on your app, no matter what you do, and you can punch in any type of product that you use, and you can see what the rating of it from natural to the hair care's on there, the skin care's on there, everything's on there. Put it back on the screen, you guys. You want to take a Julie? They want me to put it back on the screen. Hold on.
Okay. Yes, and my husband, years ago, my husband used VO5 shampoo, and he looked it up, and it was a number 8, which I think has a lot of chemicals in it that we really don't want in our bodies.
Oh, here it is, guys. Okay, here's the article. You guys all see it now?
Yep.
You can take a screenshot if you need to. Fine, I don't care. If you guys need it, I can send it to you. I'll send it to you, Julie, so you can post it. Everybody got it? Who wants it? Okay. All right. Any other questions?
Okay, well, I think that's all the questions for now, Michael. And I just really appreciate you taking the time out to join us. It was a lot of fun to have you on here. Appreciate all the great information that was helpful. And thanks so much. And I just want to share my screen for just a minute. Let's see here. Let's see. Can you see that, Michael?
Yes, I can see it, Julie.
Okay, great. Yeah, I just want to remind everybody that Kansas City Elite Academy is coming up so soon. You can see the dates here. The registration price right now is $169. At the door, it's going to be $219. But this is our 10-year anniversary. It's going to be incredible. Mark and Krista Harris live in Kansas City, and Jackie and Glenn Shepard. And so it's going to be a real special time with them. Mark is doing a meeting tonight, which is why he's not on the call tonight. But just get registered for that if you haven't registered yet. And then I wanted to share just a little bit. We have a few days left in June. And as you can see here, they're having an anniversary mania. So the distributor kits, the start kits that are typically $50, when you buy a package, they're free. And then they have some extra money that goes towards when you enroll a platinum, you get $15 extra, a gold, it's $10 extra, and a silver, it's $5 extra. But take advantage of this. It's the end of the month. We want to end strong. And so this is an opportunity for those people that might be kind of, not sure if they're ready to join. This might be something that would just help them to make that decision to get going in LifeVantage with that free $50 start kit. So it's an amazing opportunity. Also on Thursday, Jerry, can you share with us who's doing the Thursday night presentation? Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have our LifeTree Zoom opportunity.
Right. Renee Parker.
Renee Parker. Okay, that's awesome. Renee Parker is going to be doing our presentation this Thursday. So that's an opportunity to invite some of your prospects on there to see that presentation. So with that, we're going to end our call tonight. And I just want to thank you all so much for taking time out to join us. And again, Michael, that was fantastic. Appreciate you sharing with us and all that great information. So thanks, everyone. Have a blessed week. We love you all. And thanks for joining us tonight. See you again next week. Bye for now. Bye-bye.